I'm showing you how you can download LiquidBounce for Minecraft 1.20.4. So you want to head over to their official website, liquidbounce.net, which is actually going to be linked down in the description below, together with my Discord server. I'd greatly appreciate it if you could join that. Anyways, continuing, right here on the opening screen of their website, you want to just click on this download button right over there, which will bring you to this page. Here you want to select download for whatever OS you're using, so I'm just going to click on Windows right here. You'll need to look at this little advertisement page for around 5 seconds, and then you can click on this continue button here. If you can't see it for some reason, try reloading the page or clicking on F11 to turn the page into full screen. Anyways, I can click on continue and then on this download button. As you can see, it'll automatically get downloaded. So I have it here in my downloads, and to open it up, I can just double click on it like so. And now as you can see, the Windows protector is automatically going to protect my device against this running. However, I can actually confirm that it is 100% safe to use. So I can click on more info over here and then on run anyways. I've also quickly ran it through VirusTotal for you guys, where you can see that it is completely safe to use, as well as the fact that I'll actually link a tutorial down in the description on how you can figure out for yourself if a client is safe to use. Anyways, continuing with the install process, once this opens up over here, we can click on next, next, and then on install. And it's just gonna automatically install for us. This shouldn't take very long. As you can see, it's automatically completed. This shouldn't take very long. As you can see, it's completed the setup within a minute here. Now, as you see, I can tick this box right here, and that is actually going to automatically launch the client for me once I click on finish. And here it is. Now, this file we have in our downloads is actually only the setup installer, which means that if you want to, you can actually delete this. Anyways, here we are. Now, I've actually installed this before, and thus I did not need to log in, as you can see. However, you will probably need to log in, and if you do, then just follow the steps. It should be pretty simple, and if you're running into anything, then feel free to ask me down in the comments below, or of course, through my Discord server. Anyways, I'd also like to say that if you appreciate me showing you this, then I'd really like it if you could subscribe. I'm really trying to get to that 10k milestone by the 1st of February. Feel free to look through this launcher a little more if you wish to do so. You can see that there's some general settings up over here. Anyways, as you can see, the standard selected version is going to be 1.8.9. You want to just click on that right there, and then you want to change the branch over here from legacy to next gen. As you can see, that's going to change this part up here, LiquidBounce for Minecraft 1.20.4, which is exactly what we want. Looking through here, you also want to make sure that you have your build set to latest. And on this part over here, you also want to make sure that your branch is selected as next gen and that your build is also selected as latest. That way, you'll hopefully run into as little issues as possible. Once you have everything selected, you can just click on Launch LiquidBounce right over here. Once you click on that, you'll be redirected to a web page where you once again need to look at the advertisement we saw before, click on continue, and then click on downloads. Whereafter, you can just return back to the launcher where, as you can see, everything will get set up. Once the download is being completed, you'll be just brought to the Minecraft home screen, which, as you can see, is completely retextured, and LiquidBounce will launch. However, I do warn you, it might take a minute or two for LiquidBounce to launch after you've finished downloading, installing, and setting up for the first time. Anyways, I can just go into single player right here, and I'll quickly show you how it works. If you want a more in-depth tutorial, then let me know in the comments, and I'll see if I'm going to make that. Anyways, I'll just start off with the basics so you can get started with this client. Much of it is also actually pretty self-explanatory. So you can click on the right-hand shift button, which is probably the most important button, where you'll actually find, as you can see, the menu that this client has. You can search for things, as you can see in the search bar right there, or you can right-click on all these different drop-down menus, and they'll expand, as you can see, displaying all the different utilities that this client has. Now, do keep in mind that you can actually scroll. On some of them you can scroll further than others, but this is just so that you don't miss out on anything. right? So as you can see, I can lay these all out here if I want to for my own convenience. But basically, it is pretty simple. Let's use auto walk as an example. So once you've located something you'd like to enable, you can click on it, as you can see, and now it is being enabled. I can click on escape to once again close the menu. And as you can see, auto walk is now enabled. I'm going to be walking no matter what, right? So that's pretty cool. Anyways, just going to be walking here. As you can see, I will still have to jump. Anyways, going in here, auto walk is now going to be in a bit of a brighter white color because I have in fact enabled it, and it's also going to be linked up in the top right of the screen. Anyways, to disable it, I can click on it once again and I'll get a little disabled notification. Now, on some of these you might actually see little arrows like so. Well, what that does is means that you can actually right click on them and you'll get even more of a little drop down menu. So for this, which is called blink, you can choose different customization options for this specific utility. So same for autofish, for example. Here, as you can see, you can choose some different parameters for this utility as well. That was a brief tutorial on how to use LiquidBounce. If you have any more questions, then feel free to leave those down in the comments below. But for right now, thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye bye.